Hi and welcome to the Barrett channel. A couple of days ago, my friend from Reportify Media contacted me. If you don't know who he is, I'll leave the link to his channel below. He told me of a fellow Canadian who'd come back into China, and somebody on his plane was found to have coronavirus. So they quarantined him. So I got in touch with him, we arranged a live interview, and I did a live interview. So this is what I'm going to roll in a second. We actually interviewed him while he was inside the quarantine here in Wuxi, China. So take a look. Hi, Carter. So I'm Lee. I run a YouTube channel here in China with my son. And
okay.
Somebody told me about what happened to you. So to start with, give me an introduction. You're Carter from where, and where were you coming from? Where were you going to, and how did you get where you are?
I'm Carter from Canada. Me and my girlfriend went to Serbia for, what was going to be just a 2-week holiday. But then, with all the coronavirus, danger going on, we extended our holiday maybe another 10 days or so in total.
Uh-huh. So
the school was closed at that point and everything.
Okay, so where's your girlfriend from? Is she Canadian, Serbian, Chinese?
My girlfriend is Chinese.
Okay, cool.
So we extended our holiday basically because the school where I work at was shut down. Her company's closed anyway. There's no point in coming back. We figured we'd wait and come back once the virus had sort of died down a bit, once the numbers were dwindling.
Yeah.
So, we flew from Serbia to Moscow, no problem. Flew from Moscow to Shanghai. Got from Shanghai back to Wuxi in Jiangsu province, no problem.
Was that also by flight? Was that by plane?
It was by plane. No, train. Or, geez, what do we do? Yeah, train from Shanghai to Wuxi, where I live.
Okay.
So then we were just kind of like self-quarantining at home, everything's shut down in China. There's nothing to do anyway. So we were just, laying low in the house. And then we start getting phone calls last night, from like the police, the health district people, 20 different people phoned her, just blowing up her phone over the hour or so.
So just 1 second. How long had you been back before that started to happen?
It had been about a week total that I've been back.
Okay. So you're getting these calls from various departments now, yeah?
Yeah. Department of Health, Department of Disease Control, Department of Disease Research, the police, just everyone was phoning us basically. And they're saying, unfortunately there was a gentleman from Iran who was on that flight with you from Moscow to Shanghai, and this guy he's a confirmed coronavirus case.
Okay, so he's been confirmed as positive, right?
Yeah, whoever this guy is, I don't know who it was, but he was confirmed. So now everyone who was on that flight is getting, wherever they are, they're getting hauled in for this, check, just like routine checks and observation.
So did they then come to your home, or did you have to travel somewhere, or what happened?
They gave us, about 90 minutes to pack or so, feed the fish, and then they sent an ambulance. They sent they sent an ambulance, and it wasn't like a fully stocked ambulance either. It was just one driver. He was in the suit, like the full, hazmat gear.
Oh, really? Wow.
Mask and everything. And he didn't actually come up. He phones us when he's I look out the window and, I see the blue flashing lights. I'm kind of I think that's our ride, dear.
Wow.
So, and then she gets a phone call from him too. And he says, hi there, I'm your driver. We're waiting for you downstairs. We get down there and the ambulance door is already open, the side door. And the driver is standing about 10 feet back or so. And he says to us, just get in and sit down. I will close the door behind you. When we arrive at the destination, I will open the door. Wait a minute for me to get clear of you guys before you enter the building.
Wow. And was it, how far was the journey? How long did the journey take?
It wasn't too long, maybe 10 minutes total because, A, there's not as many cars on the road these days, and B, he had the
Sure.
lights flashing. Like, he didn't stop. He was just
Okay.
motoring.
And what's the place they've taken you to?
It's like some old hotel.
So yeah, I'm in this hotel. It's like completely empty. He's like the one main guy that's been dealing with me. I think he's leading me to get some kind of body scan now. Yeah, completely empty. It's like an abandoned part of town. Like I'm kind of just isolated from everything. This would be a spooky place to be, except, I'm not actually allowed to wander around. I'm just supposed to stay in my room, so there's not much exploring that can be done.
Basically, like this whole area of town, like I'm kind of able to look out the window and stuff. I know where it is. I've never seen it before. It's a bit like backwoods. It's one of those sort of areas where like there used to be a lot of factories and work, but now maybe there's nothing going on here. Like,
okay,
I can tell that they were kind of getting ready to level this place and maybe just build like a mega mall or something that.
Okay.
So now, like, they've just taken this old hotel, they've scrubbed it down with like disinfectant everywhere. I can smell the disinfectant all over the place. And it's me in this room. My girlfriend's like down the hall, a couple doors over, not like next door to me. They have her like.
So they don't let you stay together?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
We're just sitting there texting all day.
Oh, that's kind of tough, man. Yeah. And are you allowed to go out of your room at all, or do you need to stay in the room?
No, they've asked me to stay in the room. There's no like lock or bars or anything, but they asked me to stay in. I don't want to get people sick or whatever.
Sure.
There's very few workers. Like there's the one main doctor who brings me my food, and then there's one girl who came in and tested me this morning. And then there's like one other lady that works downstairs, and that's about it.
Okay. So was last night the first night you spent there?
Yes.
Yeah. And how are they treating you there? Are they treating you well, or what's the food like? Do you get any choice of food, or?
They're treating me well overall. Like last night we kind of got whipped in here at like 7 p.m. So there was no food available. They gave us instant noodles, and they were just like, sorry, that's it. We'll have real food for you guys tomorrow.
Okay.
The food is, not amazing. It's pretty straightforward, like Chinese, like typical lunch takeaway, like not terrible, but not like super good or anything.
Okay.
I've got water, I've got juice. I'm allowed to order stuff from Family Mart if I want to as well. They'll like clean it and bring it up.
Oh, cool.
Haven't bothered doing it yet because they told us to pack some stuff too. So like, I don't really need any.
Sure. And do you, if you order that stuff from Family Mart, do you have to pay for that, or do they pay for that for you? A bit of Western food now and again.
Yeah. I'm the same way too. But most of the restaurants I like are closed these days anyway. So.
Yeah, that's right. And so. How long do you have to stay there? Have they told you?
It's unclear. It seems like it's probably going to be at least a week. Like they're going to keep testing me every day or something like that. Maybe.
Yeah. So is that an injection? Do they take blood or?
They took a very deep like nasal swab this morning, and then very deep throat swab, and then this afternoon. I finally got to like kind of get a look at the hotel a little bit. Like they opened the door basically and had me follow the guy like, a couple feet behind him. It's just like one guy basically who's my handler. I'm sort of calling him that pretty much.
Yeah.
He takes me downstairs. I got some videos I sent to Alex. Maybe he showed them to you, maybe not.
Hey there, how's it going? Oh, going outside for this. Okay. Okay, I'm getting on the bus.
Okay,
but anyway, I go like downstairs, I go outside, I see my girlfriend for like, 30 seconds, and there's a bus waiting out there. Yeah, I didn't even recognize her at first because she had her hood on and her mask and everything.
Okay.
There's a bus waiting outside. I get up on the bus, like, it's all blocked off. I'm kind morning, like, what's going on in here? And then I hear this voice behind me, like, close the door, please. And I turn around, like, they've got this CT, like, CAT scan machine thing in the bus.
Oh, wow.
I close the door, I stand on it, measures, I don't know what it was doing, looking at my lungs or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, this bus apparently, like, the whole situation they've got there is, like, there's a few other places around town like this hotel where they're keeping other, suspected cases. They don't want to have too many people in, like, one building.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
this building is just me and my girlfriend and one other suspected case on the second floor.
Oh, right. So just the three of you basically and a few staff, right?
Yeah, like I said, it's me, her, another suspected case. I've never actually seen the guy or girl, whoever it is. Like, they always have us going out separately if we're going anywhere.
Okay.
And one nurse, one doctor, or two doctors, maybe. That's about it.
So I guess they drive this sort of mobile scanner around to the different places and test the different people, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. And what do you think of the situation? Do you think there was a need to bring you to quarantine you, or would you have been quite happy to be quarantined at home?
I would have definitely preferred to be quarantined at home. I'm really not sure why I'm not sure why they're doing all this, but I mean, they have their reasons, I suppose.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe it's hard getting that quarantine bus into people's, apartment complexes or something like that. That CT scan bus, I mean.
Yes. Because here in Shenzhen, generally, if you're coming into the city and they pick you up as you're coming into the city, so somebody from a different province, they're then taking you to a quarantine center. But if you're already in the city, they're quarantining people at home. And then they're sort of designating like a kind of handler to go and get you shopping and things like that. We've got one family in our apartment block that came back from somewhere and they've been quarantined here. They put a sort of tape across the door. They haven't locked them in, but they've just put this sort of notice on the door and stuff like that. So it's kind of interesting. They've actually taken you off to somewhere. Yes.
Yeah, I would have definitely preferred to do it at home, of course. I kind of stocked up and prepared for it. Like, I got all the food I like and, alcohol, a ton of water and stuff like that. Just, getting ready. And then they said, no, pack your bags. You're coming to this place.
Yeah, because it's going to get kind of boring there, I guess.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I got the third Game of Thrones book with me too, for when the Wi-Fi dies on me. And yeah, that's about it. Playing the waiting game pretty much.
But I guess there's nothing you can do, is there really? You just gotta accept what's happened and I guess it's a sacrifice, I guess, for the rest of the society, because I think from what I've monitored, they're getting it under control. Apart from Wuhan, they're pretty much getting it under control in other parts of China. And now it's spreading outside of China. They risk re-importing it if they're not careful. So I guess they have to take these kind of measures, really.
I mean, like I said this in my other interview earlier, too, it's like kind of ironic, people are so worried about the, Chinese people giving them the coronavirus or something like that. But I didn't get it from hanging out with Chinese people. I didn't get it from eating bat soup or whatever. I got it from an Iranian dude in Moscow, if I do have it.
Yeah. Well, hopefully,
he was taking it into Shanghai.
Yeah, well, this is a problem because they get a city or a province under control, and just one person coming back in can set it all off again, and like everything's just wasted, isn't it? So this is a big issue.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting my test results tomorrow because, I kind of just don't like not knowing. I've got some friends that I've hung out with outside one time since being back. My girlfriend's mother's been over at the house, hanging out with us. No masks, no nothing. So I mean, if we get some bad news, there's going to be a lot more people that need to come in.
Sure. Yeah. Hopefully you'll be fine, man. Yeah, I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. That was good for you.
Yeah.
So, what do you think of the whole way it's been done? Would you sort of but you have a negative experience or a positive experience of what you've sort of the way you've been dealt with by the authorities?
I guess overall, I mean, given this situation overall, I'd say positive. Like when they said they were, taking us away, I was envisioning like just some like, dirty cell somewhere with like 40 other suspected cases and, that I'd end up getting sick in there or something like that.
Sure. But
like, this could be, I mean, the Wi-Fi kind of sucks and there's like no cheeseburgers or anything, but it could be a lot worse.
It could, yeah. It could, I guess, yeah. Okay, that's brilliant. Right. Okay, well, thank you very, very much. And I really appreciate your time. That's been great. I'll keep in touch with you. And maybe when all this is over, I can come up to Wuxi and buy you some beer. And
bring it on. Bring it on.
Yeah, I'll send you a link of the video when it's done. I really appreciate that. I think that'll be good. It's good to speak to somebody who's gone through the experience,
On the inside, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, personally, I took the decision to stay here. I'm from the UK and I have asthma, so I'm sort of kind of a higher risk than normal people.
Yeah.
I'm sort of glad I took that decision there because it's kicking off big time in Europe now. And I honestly don't believe they will be able to deal with it anywhere like they have here. I think they've been really on top of the situation. Apart from Hubei, I think outside of Hubei, they've been really on top of it here. And I don't think that...
Yeah, I will say, like, a lot of my friends have pointed this out, too. At this point, China's, like, kind of safer, I mean...
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
It sucks and, the economy's going down, but, like, it's, vaguely, relatively under control.
Yeah, I think from a point of view of the economy, I think they'll just pump huge amounts of money into it as things start to pick up because they've got huge amounts of foreign reserves that they can just shovel into the economy. And in Shenzhen, there's like reams of things that they're doing. They're giving tax breaks to companies. They've got so many schemes they're putting into action to help the businesses get back on their feet.
Mm-hmm.
That's all pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not too worried overall.
Yeah, well, I'll keep my fingers crossed. I'll continue to chat with you on WeChat to see how it's going. Let me know about your results. I've got my fingers crossed for you, man. Thanks.
It's nice to meet you, man. Thanks for having me on.
No worries, man. Take care. And thank you very much again. All right. Bye for now.
Bye. Yeah, see you soon.
Ta-da. So that's the end of the video for today. If you like the video, please give us a thumbs up. If you like the channel, consider subscribing. And if you want to be notified as soon as any new videos are out, hit those bells. Hope that video sort of dispelled some of the rumours. There's like rumours going around on social media that they're just putting people in huge rooms with many other people, and that would be helping the spread. But as you can see from here, they got a whole hotel with just 2 or 3 people in there. See you next time. As always, take care.